Hi everyone. I welcome you on my channel, Eros English. Today you are going to watch the video of English Class 10th. I am sure that you will like this video. Watch the full video and don't forget to like and subscribe this channel and share this video to the other students, so that they also may get the benefits of it. Thank you very much. Now enjoy the video.
On May 10, 1994, South Africa's first democratic and non-racial government, in which no person is discriminated against in the name of casteism, was established. To celebrate this occasion, the government there organized a program, or we can say, a ceremony. This inauguration ceremony took place in a sandstone amphitheater built by Union Buildings in Pretoria, where many of the world's biggest leaders had gathered. Nelson Mandela came to the ceremony with his daughter Zinani. First, Mr. de Klerk took the oath as the second deputy president, and Thabo Mbeki took the oath as the first deputy president. After both of them, Mandela took oath as the president of independent South Africa. He pledged to follow and uphold the constitution and to work for the welfare of the people. After taking the oath of dedication, Mandela addressed the guests. He promised to create a society of which the entire humanity would be proud. He thanked all the international leaders for attending the ceremony, representing the common victory of justice, peace and human dignity. He promised that he would work to remove all forms of poverty, suffering, hardship, and discrimination from the society. He also promised that the new society would bring hope, equality, and freedom for all people. When Mandela took oath, South Africa's jet planes demonstrated their military power. He also showed the loyalty of the army towards the democracy of his country. All the big military generals there saluted Nelson Mandela. He told that the military would have arrested him many years ago. After this, two national anthems were sung there. White people sang, Nkosi Sikelele, and black people sang the old anthem, Die Stem. After this, the ceremony ended. Nelson Mandela remembered the days gone by, which would soon become a part of history, where white people had created a system of racism and discrimination against blacks. It was the worst society, which was later overturned again by black people. He said that the policy of apartheid, which we can also call the policy of racial segregation, where people were discriminated against on the basis of caste and color, that policy had left a deep and immortal mark on his country and its people. Never forgotten wound had been created by the white people. But now, this was a new system that recognized the rights of all people, and their freedom. And there was no discrimination of any kind between anyone anymore. Now people could do their work as per their own convenience. And he could live his life as he wanted. Now the oppression of the British was over forever. On this auspicious day, Mandela expressed his grief over the loss of thousands of lives, and remembered those whose sacrifices made them free today from all forms of discrimination, racism, etc. Was freed from it forever. Nelson Mandela said that he is the sum of all the African patriots who have sacrificed their lives for their country before him. That is, he is the result of the sacrifices made by all those patriots. What this means is, that after seeing the patriotism of those who before him were martyred fighting against the British for the independence of Africa, and hearing about them, the thought of doing something towards his country came to Mandela's mind, and it was only after learning from those people that he decided to fight to save his country. He felt sad that he could not thank those who had sacrificed their lives for the country before him. He remembered great freedom fighters like Oliver Tambo, Walter Sisulu, Chief Lutuli, Yusuf Dadoo etc., who were very courageous and full of knowledge. He learned from all these people that courage does not mean the absence of fear, but it means victory over that fear. Mandela believed that they, citizens of a country, are the real wealth of that country, that is, they are the real wealth. Mandela believed that being white or black cannot tell whether a person is good or bad. No person is born hating other people on the basis of color or religion. People should love each other and respect each other, because love happens naturally, not by force. Mandela believed that every person has two responsibilities. One towards his family, and the other towards his country. He believed that in every society, a man should have the ability, or power, to fulfill both these responsibilities. But like him, a black person born in South Africa could not fulfill both the responsibilities. In return for doing something for his country, Mandela was estranged from his family. In this way, they could never fulfill their responsibilities, their duties towards their family. Mandela remembered that, as a child, freedom meant being able to do whatever they wanted. As long as he followed the rules of his father and his family, he was completely free. As a student, he just wanted freedom for himself. Then as a young man in Johannesburg, he wanted the freedom to achieve his dreams, start a family, and earn money for himself, etc. As he grew up, he began to realize that the freedom he had enjoyed in his childhood was only an illusion. Because in childhood, he did not know the real meaning of freedom. Later, Mandela realized that his entire community, including himself, lacked freedom. That means he realized that he was a slave of the British. And along with him, his entire community was also a slave of the British. He was not free. He joined the African National Congress, with a desire to achieve freedom, honor, and glory for his community. His desire to achieve freedom for all people changed his entire life. He changed from a scared person to a courageous person, which transformed him from a law-abiding person to a criminal. He felt that freedom should be for all, and should be equal. Freedom cannot be divided at any cost, that is, it cannot be divided. No human being has the right to decide who will remain a slave and who will remain free. Mandela realized that when his community was not free, he would not be able to enjoy his freedom. He also realized that like the oppressed, the oppressor is also not free. That is to say, if one man is harassing another man, then both of those men are slaves. Because the man who has enslaved another man cannot live his life freely. His mind is also always busy in enslaving others and harassing them. That means he can never live peacefully in his life. Because he cannot do any of his work freely, and because his mind is busy in troubling others. And he remains a slave to his poor thinking. The humanity of both is equally taken away. Both of them should get freedom. Dear students, I hope you must have liked this video. If you like this, please like and share the video, and subscribe the channel. We will meet again in the next video. Till then, goodbye, and take care of yourself.